Welcome to the Nourish Expert YouTube channel.
Hi there, I'm Onesmo Kisachi, nutrition specialist, and join me on the Nourish Expert YouTube channel where we delve into how mindset shapes our nutrition choices. This focus is on why being bigger is more esteemed in Uganda. We'll be unpacking the cultural perceptions and societal influences. If you're excited to be part of my journey, you can do so by buying one of my Nourish Expert shirts, black or white, at only $20, which is approximately 80,000 Ugandan shillings. This money helps me in improving the video production process. Thank you very much. Now, the first point is cultural norms. In Uganda, large bodies are attributed to being healthy, to being fertile. People think that when you're big, you are fertile, be it a man or woman. It's attributed to being respected. When you're big, people respect you, and when you're small, they look down on you. When you're big, when you have a large body size, people attribute this to having abundance and well-being in your life. They attribute it to being able to having the ability to provide for yourself and others. They attribute it to being prosperous, being rich. When you have a big body size, you have a big stomach, and generally, if your body is large, you have a large body size, people attribute you to most of these things. The second point is historical context. In the pre-colonial times and colonial times, Europeans imposed or they brought their own standards of beauty here in Uganda. And we all know that Europeans look at being small as being more attractive, be it a man or a woman. However, the traditional perceptions towards body sizes persisting. Up to now, we still feel like being big is much more attractive than being slender or slim. It's why whenever you go to the village and you are small, people look down on you. People want to see someone that is big. Or if you meet any traditional person around, be it here in Kampala or in the modern towns of Uganda, they will not look at you as someone who is healthy or someone who is prosperous if you are small. If you go on the dating sites and you look at people that are traditional, they'll be looking for someone that is big and they will discard someone that is small. They look at people that are small as weak, not successful, not healthy, and this is how what it is. This is how people perceive body sizes here in Uganda. Before we proceed any further, if you're enjoying what you are hearing, why not share this episode with someone who might find it beneficial? It's from your word of mouth referrals that help our community grow. If you'd like to support my mission, you can go ahead by hitting the thanks button and tipping me according to the value that you feel to receive from this video. Your support is vital in making our goal a reality, and I'm sincerely grateful. The third point is socioeconomic factors. When you have a large body size, people in society look at you as someone who can afford to buy good food. Look at you as someone who is abundant, who has lots of resources. And if you find yourself in an area whereby food is not enough, look at you as someone who's wealthy, someone who can afford to buy all the good things in life. They look at you as someone who's economically stable, someone who can afford to have abundance of food resources around him or her. When you are small and you go anywhere, even if you have enough money in your bank account and your wallet, a normal traditional Ugandan will not look at you as someone that is prosperous. That is for a fact. People think that when you are big, when you have a large body size, you are prosperous or you have money or you are successful. Anything below that, you are not successful. You don't have money. You are poor. You are broke. You are not healthy. That is the perception we have about large body sizes here in Uganda. The fourth point is health misconceptions. People attribute large body sizes to being healthy and having a more resilient body. If you have a large body size, people will think that your body can be more resilient to physical challenges than a small body or a slimmer body. This is not scientifically correct, but this is the perception that we have here in Uganda. If I'm big, someone out there who's traditional or who has this mindset, actually, most Ugandans are like this. They will look at me as someone who is strong, who can withstand tough conditions, and who is healthy, won't get sick so often, compared to someone who is slim. To some extent, it could be true, but it's a general. There is a way they take it in that if you're not so big, you cannot really be strong, healthy, and resilient. I'll give you a personal example. One time I was at a mobile money point and I was trying to withdraw some money, and a friend of mine that is quite bigger than me, the same age, but is quite bigger than me, so that he's so richer than me, but he also came and found me there, and he also wanted to withdraw money just like I wanted to. Now, surprisingly, the person who was on the other end of the counter, it was a gentleman. If it was a lady, maybe you'd be like, maybe the lady was attracted to the guy, but it was a gentleman. So when my friend comes in, he says hello, starts talking to me. That banter, that friendly banter that you normally have with friends when you meet anywhere. So out of the blue, I saw the man that was over the counter. He switched all his attention from me to my friend, and he was like, "Sir, how am I help you?" Because he was big. So I'm like, as in, what is happening? I came earlier than this guy, and you chose to pay attention to him as priority. Yet I came early. It was not fair. So, but in my mind, I just understood where this person was coming from. Because my friend was bigger, like big and taller than me, he decided to respect him more than me. So that's an example that's one of the many examples that I can give you about how large body sizes are perceived here in Uganda. Money lenders here in Uganda judge the economic potential or financial stability of a person basing on how big they are. If you don't have a big stomach, if you're not big in size, you stand very little chance of getting a loan. It's why most of the men, when they grow up and they are having all these financial responsibilities, they tend to decide to grow big bellies, or they go to gym and they put on like a big mass just to be able to feed to that impression, the first impression that they give the money lenders. I have so many personal stories, not about me but about friends who have really suffered this problem. There's a friend of mine who runs a startup, and one time he was meeting someone who was supposed to give him money, and he knew that in order for him to strike a good impression, he had to sound big. So what did he do? He decided to get a friend who was big, like really big, and with a big stomach, and he went with that friend and he introduced that friend as the main person, as like the owner of the company. So this was a trick, because if he didn't do it, they wouldn't give him the money because fame is small. So he had to bring on board a new face that looked bigger, such that he can impress the person who was supposed to give him the money. This is how sad the situation is. If you watch this video up here, here's a bonus point for you. If you are on a personal journey of achieving a weight goal, or you want to get fitter, or you don't know how to go about your body size, this is what I can tell you. The most important thing about your body size is to be healthy. For as long as your blood pressure is okay, for as long as your blood sugar levels are okay, for as long as your waistline is okay, for as long as your BMI lies within a normal range, you don't have to worry about body size. That's all that matters. I don't know why people are always looking at having a body size in order to impress other people. Why do you have to impress people? People are living their own lives. They don't even really care much about you like the way you think they care much about you. The most important thing you have to put at the center of your body goals is health. For as long as all these health metrics align within the normal ranges, you don't have to worry about body size. Okay, you could worry about it maybe if you a competitive bodybuilder or something of the sort. But if you are an ordinary person who wants to live a healthy life and you want to live a long life, all that matters is health. Impressing people out there, I don't think it's really a big deal. I don't think it is worth it. So, what are your perceptions toward body size? Do you think it's really worth it to be big because you want people to say that you are healthy, you want people to say that you are successful, you want people to respect you, you want people to ideally think that you are prosperous or you have the ability to get abundant food towards you, or you have the ability to afford any whatever you think about. So tell me in the comment section, do you think it makes sense for people to keep thinking that large body sizes are attributed to all these things that I've mentioned in this video? Let me know in the comment section. Don't be shy. Tell me, what do you think? If you think I'm wrong, please come and tell me what are your perceptions towards body size. Do you think we should continue having the same mindset, or we need to change and focus on being healthy? How are our blood pressure levels? How is our blood sugar? How is our waistline? What is our BMI? These are the things that need to be key while we're looking at our body size. We don't just have to be shallow and just look at the body size, because you can find someone who is big but his blood pressure is okay, and you find someone who's small and the blood pressure is not okay. So the only way you can be comfortable with your body size is to make sure that you look at these different health metrics. It's all that matters. What so and so says or what people say, they don't really matter. They don't matter at all.